it's an amazing thing to have those folks come all the way from Esteli, Nicaragua, or wherever to Helena, Montana to meet with people here in Helena.
That is super cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've had several of them now in the last 3 years for sure. But since we've had this place here in Helena, or since I've had it here in Helena, it's definitely become a pretty big destination for the manufacturers and the reps to hit here.
Wow.
Welcome to the Montana Podcast, where we uncover the best-kept secrets of Big Sky Country. Join us as we highlight the hidden gems and unique stories that make Montana the place we know and love. Whether you're a local or a visitor, get ready to experience the true spirit of Montana, one story at a time.
Welcome to the Montana Podcast, where it is my mission to highlight Montana businesses. So we are in one of your facilities right now.
Correct, in the Capital Club Cigar Lounge in Helena, Montana.
Yeah. And how long has this place been around?
This actual club's been in existence for just at a year now. Prior to this, it was attached to Rocky Mountain Liquor, which is a liquor store I own about 3 blocks from here.
Okay. And are you from Montana?
I am. I was born and grew up in Lewistown, Montana.
Okay.
Off to Great Falls and then on to bigger and better things from there.
All right.
4th generation Montanan.
I love it. I'm a 5th,
Yep.
So I love Montana.
We had this conversation the last time we spoke with each other. Spoke with each other. I don't think I'd met anybody that had been 5th generation here. Always 4th or less, and you're the first 5th generation I've met.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you can teach a 5th generation how to smoke a cigar.
Do what I can, man.
Yeah. So you own Rocky Mountain Liquor too, right?
That is correct.
All right, awesome. And how long has that been in business?
That has been just at 4 years now. We've had Rocky Mountain Liquor. Rocky Mountain Liquor was about 4 years ago, and we started the Capital Club Cigar Lounge right behind it. There's a little Suite C is what it is, or so it's just a building attached to the liquor store there that wasn't being used. So this lounge that we know of today actually started in a much smaller space down behind the liquor store down there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. What has been like your favorite part about starting the cigar club?
Meeting all the cool people you get to meet at a lounge. They're from every walk of life, every demographic. We have people here that are out of college and people here that are retired CEOs, and it's all over the board. And it is so fun to sit with people and listen to their stories and listen what they've done and the camaraderie that comes of it.
I love it. Like, why did you start it?
Why did I start the Cigar Lounge?
Yeah.
Pretty much for all of that. One, I've had a passion of cigars for a long time. I'm a very big cigar guy. I'm very passionate about cigars. I've been in Central America probably at this time more times than I can count at this point. If you look on the back wall, which I know the viewers can't see, every one of those pictures on the back wall back there is a different part that I've been to, Dominican, whether it in Nicaragua, wherever, for making cigars, for learning about how cigars are made. The more involved I get with that, the more excited I become with cigars. And at some point, I decided I wanted to have my own lounge and share that excitement with others, and others share their excitement with others. So it's been very fun, actually.
Awesome. All right. So obviously I'm a newbie when it comes to cigars.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were going to give somebody like me maybe 3 tips of advice when it comes to cigars, what would they be?
I would say expensive doesn't mean more better when you're going to buy it. I would say learn how to cut your cigar properly and learn how to light your cigar, torch your cigar properly. You get those 3 things, I think you'd be pretty good. I always worry when I meet somebody new in the humidor. So a Rocky Mountain Liquor, it's the largest humidor in the state, and we get a lot of folks in that humidor asking, hey, I've never smoked a cigar before. What is a good cigar to get? So for us, when we're being thrown a blind question like that, it's always good to ask back, hey, have you smoked them before? Have you not smoked before? Are you pairing it with something? A lot of times we have a lot of folks that have just never smoked one, but they're interested. They hear about the club. They see their friends enjoying a cigar. So we walk them into a cigar. And the thing is, you want to walk them into something that they're going to enjoy. And everybody's palate's different. Everybody's different.
Yeah, true.
Just because there's something I like, it doesn't mean you're going to like it. You like what you like. I like what I like. And as long as we can all sit down and enjoy it and have fun and have a good conversation out of it, what makes it cool. But you always want to set somebody up with something easy going out the gate so they can wrap their head around the cigar before you get too dialed into different expensive brands or different less expensive brands. Yeah.
What is your favorite kind of cigar?
Ooh, it really depends on the day, to be honest with you. Because in the morning, I have a different cigar I like to smoke in the morning as opposed to cigars in the evening. After lunch, I may have a different cigar altogether. Afternoon, for me, it just whatever I wake up or whatever mood I'm in will dictate which style or which level of cigar I'll take on that day.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're in here. It's a members only club.
Uh-huh.
How does somebody come check this place out?
So if you go on to the website, capitalclubmt.com, it'll actually show you, it'll give you all my contact information, and you would contact me and I can bring you in here as a guest, or any other member that we have within the club can bring you in as a guest. And then you can come in, you sign into the book, come in and enjoy the club, see what it's about. There's definitely different times of the day. Some people like being in here in the morning, some in the afternoon, some in the evening. But it's just fun to come in, realize how laid back it is, and just how much fun it is to sit and talk with each other and not be on your phones all the time and not be having your time consumed by some electric device, being able to actually converse with another human being and keep a conversation going.
Yeah, man. Even like when you like go out to dinner somewhere, there's somebody always on their phone.
For a fact, there is. There's people that come in here and work, because the interesting thing, or one of the interesting notes about the Capital Club Cigar Lounge is we actually have a full office here, a full conference room. We have all the capabilities for Zoom, seats 8, actually it seats 10. So it's pretty often we'll come in, we'll see people working in there. They'll be on a conference in there, or they'll have meetings in there. On the other side of the lounge, we have a fun game room, not a gambling room, but we do play some pretty mean game of dominoes back in there. And cribbage has been a big thing back in there too. But it all comes back to the whole human interaction thing, right? Everyone's getting back to talking with each other, having fun.
Yeah, I like it. To go back on the conference room here.
Yeah.
If a member wants to use that conference room, can he bring non-members in, or what does that look like?
Absolutely. There's different membership levels which dictate overall how many members you can have in. But yes, under any membership level, regular or platinum, you can bring in whomever into the lounge in there. They just have to sign a guest book, obviously advising they know they're coming into a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
We can't have employees in here. We can't have, it's pretty strict with the Clean Air Indoor Act.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to have people sign and acknowledge what they're coming into.
Gotcha.
And here we have probably one of the best air systems in the state of Montana. For this air system is built very specifically for a cigar lounge. It is engineered for a cigar lounge. And so I don't think people get too bothered. There's really no smoke in here. If you look in here right now, you and I are smoking right in front of the spotlights. You see a little bit of a haze, but other than that, we get 40, 50 people in here, and it's pretty amazing how well this air system works in here.
Yeah. When I came down here to meet you, there was like 5 or 6 guys sitting over there smoking, and nothing. I was surprised.
No, it works really well. And the folks that are having the conference in the conference room in there, they're able to be in there, have their cigars, have their conference, and not have to worry about smoke or anybody hearing them or any of that kind of stuff. It's been a pretty popular spot.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
What do you see the vision for the cigar club?
I think we've achieved the vision of the cigar lounge here. So the biggest thing, like I say, is I wanted a place where like-minded individuals can come, right? And like-minded being people that enjoy a good cigar or they enjoy a good pipe. There are rules and etiquettes inside the cigar lounge, any lounge really. But here I created an environment where people can come, they can sit, they can enjoy their cigar, they can do their work, they can do whatever. And it doesn't matter if it's the dead of summer or the dead of winter. This place is always here. We've hosted many events here, which has been great. We've had a lot of manufacturers, owners of the manufacturing company, reps from the manufacturing companies come here to the Capital Club and be able to speak to their cigar, talk about how it's made, why it's made the way it's made, and the education that gives everybody in here for their love of cigars it's an amazing thing to have those folks come all the way from Esteli, Nicaragua, or wherever to Helena, Montana to meet with people here in Helena.
That is super cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've had several of them now in the last 3 years for sure. But since we've had this place here in Helena, or since I've had it here in Helena, it's definitely become a pretty big destination for the manufacturers and the reps to hit here.
Wow.
Yes.
That's super cool. And especially it's in Helena.
It is. And the thing is, cigar industry is a very interesting industry. There's 6 lounges in the state of Montana right now, and they're all absolutely phenomenally great people. There isn't a single owner or member of another lounge that you go to that isn't any different than what I am. They absolutely love the cigars. They really love being able to have the group of cigar folks or pipe folks come together and host an atmosphere that it's comfortable, the temperature's right, the lighting's right, and you can just relax and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But with our lounge here and with pretty much every lounge, we all have reciprocity with each other. So if you become a member, for example, at the Capital Club Cigar Lounge here, if you become a member, you are able to get access to Great Falls, Missoula, Kalispell, Bozeman, and Billings. So we all work very well together with each other, and it's just a very close group of people. Whereas in a lot of other industries, there's a lot of competition sets in and people aren't interested in playing well with each other. It's absolutely opposite in the industry we have here in Montana. Everybody works very well together with each other.
That's cool.
So
That's cool.
It is very cool. I'm very happy about it. Everybody's super awesome. So absolutely couldn't ask for a better group of guys out there. So
awesome. So I moved to Indiana for a couple of years, and I got introduced to a cigar club. I would go there every once in a while, and when I moved back, I saw that this was here, and I was like, that's cool. So I checked out the website, and what really got my attention was like value long-term relationships.
yes.
And that's why I joined. Like, I want to learn more about cigars, but what got me on the website was the relationship part. Clearly, I don't know how to smoke cigars.
So the cigars, you know what you don't, right? If you're new to it, you just figure your way around it, right? Interesting thing, for as long as I've been involved with cigars, I know almost nothing about pipes. And last night the state has a couple resources for pipe makers. And one of them from Great Falls was in here last night, and he actually gifted me a very nice pipe last night. And we sat here, so I tried smoking the pipe last night. I felt like the absolute most newbie beginner you'd ever seen, because I think I smoked a pipe once in my life before that, and it wasn't an awesome experience, but it was pretty cool. The guy that was here last night, very passionate about it, and it was like the Ken of cigars, right? So Steve was just like, man, you get in the groove. You gave me the framework for what I should be looking at. You gave me the overall 1-2 of how it should be done. And then said, man, you'll get it figured out. And it took me a little bit, but I ended up getting it figured out. And pipes are a little different. There's a lot of different flavors. I settled on a hazelnut, which is funny because I'm on a cigar side, like infused cigars with me don't work. I was talking about etiquette about cigars in here.
Yeah.
No infused cigars are allowed in here. You'd get the stink eye for me if that ever happened. And you can't smoke cigarettes in here. The only things allowed in here are cigars and pipes. But having that pipe last night, that was actually started off pretty frustrating. But once I got the hang of it and understood it, it was actually not bad. It was pretty cool. Still think I like the cigars better. But I get being new at something. Like I say, it just happened just last night.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then not even 24 hours later, you're in the opposite shoes showing somebody else.
That's what's fun about it, though, man. If you learn how to do it right, you're going to enjoy it a ton more.
Yeah. 4th generation Montanan. Do you have a hidden gem that maybe when you're not working that you like to go to?
That I like to go do. I'm very passionate about flying. My real job is a pilot, which is a whole nother story. I've been a pilot for a very long time, both helicopters and
Oh,
airplanes.
that's cool.
And I've coming towards the end where I'm trying to decide if I want to still do it professionally or if I want to do it part-time or what I want to do. The liquor store and the cigar store side of it have kept me so busy. And the more I get involved with cigars, the busier I become. But I will tell you one thing that I really do to go up and fly on my own, just do my own little thing, right? And I love fly fishing. I love fishing. From the time my grandpa took me when I was knee-high to present day, I absolutely positively love it. And
Montana's a great spot for that.
the best part about fishing, growing up here, you learn a lot of different fishing holes to go to.
Yeah.
Additionally, most places I'm at, there's no cell service. There's nothing. So it's literally me, my cigar, or cigars, and my fishing pole and whatever flies I bring. And I literally can burn it all day from being out there, crack a light first in the morning, and I'll be out there till the light's falling in the evening. And it's just, that's my zen. That is just the time to get your head right. You get to listen to the water flowing, catch a fish, release a fish. Oh, just see the birds fly by. It's really, you don't know it's something you miss until you've got to experience it and then not be able to be around it for a little bit.
Living in Indiana, like if I wanted to go around the mountains, that didn't exist. It's not the same hanging out in cornfields.
Sure.
So being out in nature, having the river, like I totally can appreciate that.
It's great. It's fantastic. And I encourage everybody that comes here to go out and enjoy the mountains when they get here. I know that I certainly do.
Yeah. So you said that you host events here.
Yeah.
Are those open to the public or?
They're member guest.
Gotcha.
So if I know somebody is in town that doesn't know anybody here, that they're very much into the cigars or they're telling me all about who's the host that night, they know all about his lines, I am happy to let them come in under my membership. I will host them to be here. And we get a lot of that. What a lot of folks probably don't realize is when we host these events here, how many people we get from other states. I've had people here from Canada. These are people that are coming here to see one person, see one event. They're getting the hotels, they're buying the food on the town, they're injecting money back into the economy here for these big events we have, which is a great thing, I think. And the hosts that come here, they're blown away because they'll go to a big city and get half the showing that we get. I know that we've had this place absolutely shoulder to shoulder packed with one of the events we had in here. And most certainly every other event, every chair in the house is taken. So the events are something that I think is very well appreciated by all the members. And I'm just so grateful for the folks that come here to put on these events.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful thing for Helena if you're passionate about cigars like we are.
No, I love that. That's a big reason packing into the economy is a huge reason why I started the Montana podcast. If I can do my part to maybe highlight a local business, to maybe get them more awareness, because maybe a lot of people don't know about something like the Cigar Club.
Sure.
Or maybe a coffee shop or whatever, whoever is on the podcast, and give them a platform to share their story and maybe keep them in business. I'm not saying the Cigar Club's going out of business.
Sure.
But like for somebody who might be struggling out there, just to give them a platform to be seen.
I think that's absolutely wonderful that you're doing that. I really do. In regards to the Cigar Lounge here, I think one of the big takeaways has been the mystique of it, right? There's a number of people that will come into the liquor store and they'll ask all about the lounge, and their perception of the type of people that come into these private membership lounges is not even close to being accurate. It's their perception, right? They think it's a very high-class society individual that comes in here. I absolutely have every walk of life in here, and that's what makes these clubs so cool. It is your common everyday Joe that comes in here. Nobody is ever treated any different. Everybody's always cool with everybody, and everybody comes with a great story. So it's just, even if you're new to it, you'll find yourself fully engaged in it before you leave. And it's a great camaraderie deal here. And I appreciate what you're doing, getting the voice out about businesses like mine. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, thank you for letting me come and set up and you share your story. I appreciate it, man. So
Really?
any final words you want to say?
Just want to thank you for taking your time to come here and point out the Capital Club Cigar Lounge in Helena, Montana here. I, again, just so passionate about the cigars, so passionate about the folks that are passionate about cigars. And if you've not, if any of your viewers haven't had a chance to stop in the club, or if they're interested in stopping at the club, they just simply need to go to capitalclubmt.com. All my contact information is there. Let me know. I'm happy to get them in.
It's definitely worth it. That's for sure. Cool, Ken. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.